Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm going to talk about 7 book dad and child relationships that I adore a lot. I haven't seen many such videos in BookTube, so I want to talk about this. So here I am with this video. So usually when I read a book, other than the romantic relationship that is involved in the book, I really look forward to read a good sibling relationship, a good parent-child relationship, or a good friendship. If these relationships are there in a good way, if it is put in a good way in a book, then there are already like 30 to 50% chances of me to like the book. So today I'm going to talk about 7 such dad-child relationships that I adore a lot. The first pair that I want to talk about is Kit and Tory from the viral series written by Kathy Reichs. Tory Brennan, she never knew her father existed. She used to think that her father is dead, but suddenly, when her mom dies in an accident, she is made to go and live with her father in an island in South Carolina. Kit, at the same time, never knew that he has a daughter because Tori's mother never informed him that. So, when they both are brought together, at first there are like awkward situations because Kit never has an experience of having a child. Okay, she's a first child and he never knows how to handle a child, and she is not like very small. I think, if I'm not wrong, she's 16 years old. But later on we can see how the relationship builds, how they are able to share things to each other, and it's just so heartwarming to read and see their relationship develop. The second pair that I want to talk about is Hans and Liesel from the book Thief, written by Marcus Zuzak. So a lot of you might know and a lot of you might adore this relationship just as me. For those of you who don't know, Hans is a foster parent of Liesel. And it's very nice to see how the relationship grows, how Hans puts in the effort to teach different things to Liesel, teaches her how to read, how to develop her life, how to come up in her life and not to give up on things. It's just so amazing to see. And he used to always be the savior when her foster mom comes to scold her. Now I'm not saying her mom is bad, but it is really nice to see such relationship. And if any one of you want to see a good father daughter relationship, it's just go ahead and read this book. It's just so amazing to read. Their relationship just melts your heart. And the third pair that we are going to talk about is Atticus and Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee. Maybe this is like one of my favoriteest pair ever. It's just so good to see them together. Scout is this 8-year-old kid who's filled with curiosities, filled with questions, and filled with opinions. And whenever she goes and tells these things to Atticus, he's never told her, no, you shut up, or you go sit there, you can't ask such questions, for your age it's not right. He never says that. Even if it's a question that a child of her age shouldn't be asking, he's ready to listen to it, he is ready to answer to it, he's ready to make her understand, and he's ready to listen to her opinions. When she expresses one of her opinion, and if Atticus is going to contradict her opinion, he's explaining to her why he's contradicting her opinion. Almost all of you would have experienced this, that when we go and ask our parents something, and then they'll be like, no, we are not going to answer that, it's not for your age. Okay, but here Atticus never says that. Okay, he explains it in his own method, and for everything he gives a valid reason, and through small things he teaches her big lessons, and it's so good to watch. So again, I would say, if you want to read a book that has a good father daughter relationship, go ahead, pick this up, you're gonna love it. So the fourth pair I'm going to talk about is, before I start, spoiler alert for those people who haven't read the Harry Potter series, you can just skip to the next timestamp. So for those of you who have read, the fourth pair I want to talk about is Harry and Sirius. Now Sirius is not his dad, he is his godfather. But even when he's not next to Harry, he tries to protect him to the maximum. And it's just so good to see. When Harry didn't have any fatherly figure throughout his growing age, Sirius came as a fatherly figure to him. And it's so good to see them, the way they bond together slowly, how their bond developed is good to see. And of course, it ended in a tragedy for those of you who know. So, yeah, let's end it there. Now, the fifth pair I want to talk about is, now this is not a pair, this is a triplet. I could say triplet. Is that how? So, it's about Ben, Cillian, and Todd. So this is from the Chaos Walking trilogy written by Patrick Ness. So in this book, before Todd's mom dies, she gives the responsibility of Todd to her two best friends, Ben and Cillian. If they wanted, they could just ignore him or just look after him for the sake of looking after, but they were ready to sacrifice their lives for him, and it wasn't necessary, but they were ready to do it. And the love, care and support that they gave for Todd is just amazing. At times when own people don't are not ready to give that amount of love and care, here Cillian and Ben, who are not even related to Todd, are ready to love him and care for him and support him. That just shows how pure that relationship is. Now coming to sixth pair that I'm going to talk about, it's about Cath and Arthur from the book Fangirl. So now, even if I want, I can add Ren to it, but you don't get a lot of scenes with Ren and Arthur. It's more with Cath and Arthur. Cath and Arthur both are going through anxiety, but her father doesn't let he tries his maximum not to let it affect him, just because he doesn't want his girls to worry about him, and he tries to be both their mother and father at the same time. He's ready to do anything for his girls. The last pair that I want to talk about is from an Indian book, which is from Malgudi School Days by R.K. Narayan. Now, in this book, Swami's dad is that kind of a dad who doesn't express his love outwardly, but he loves the child a lot. But when we, as a third person who's reading this book, we can easily see that affection that he has, the caring nature that he has, but he doesn't show. And even though I don't like that, like parents should express their love so that the child knows. Anyways, I really love their relationship. Especially there's a scene where his dad makes him do a maths sum and he was not able to do it, and his dad shouts at him, and later his dad regrets it and feels sad and takes him along with him to the club where he plays tennis. And that part was really heartwarming to read, and I really loved it. So those are the book dad and child relationship that I adored a lot. If you guys have any such favorites of a dad and child relationship, do comment it down in the comment section. I would love to know them. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Meet you guys in my next video. Bye.